Hi Pisces, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of March 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, per usual, this is a general monthly read. So just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. Okay? I want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, subscriptions, your participation and support on this channel, all of which helps me out within the growth of this channel, this community. Wow, that was wordy. Anyways, if you haven't yet, do join this Pisces community. And as well, if you're looking to book a personal reading with myself, the options lie down below in the description box. Just reach out via email and I'll definitely get that started for you. A true level of accuracy, okay? And the overall message, most importantly, of course, in regards to your money and career situation for the month, extreme success brings you money. Extreme success brings you money. Beautiful. Let's put this aside. And we're going to pull, well, first I'm going to clip this onto my hood. Bear with me. Can't hold it as I shuffle the cards. And we're going to pull a couple messages to begin from the Soul's Journey deck. Spirit just said your vibe is beautiful throughout the month and just in general. Your vibe is beautiful. Keep it calm, cool, and collected. For Pisces, you're chill and that's beautiful. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm hearing do not leave that one on the ground. Give me 1 second. You may feel like there's an underlining focus on certain friendships this month and how they may be key for you in the path to your success, on the path to your success, or they may be a connection to make more money in one way, shape, or form. Or you might find that someone wants to promote your business or help you move in the right direction or just gives you some good financial or career advice. Either way, you're feeling a bit indecisive underneath it all throughout the month for one reason or another. You might be dealing with a noisy environment or feel like there's just an inclination or a push in the air to move backwards for some reason or to stay put when you want to move forward. All right, trust the feeling that you're getting, not the feeling that others want to put within you or just try to hold you back in one way, shape, or form. You're a sign that it needs to flow, and you're a water sign, right? You need to sort of do what feels natural to you. In all the meanwhile, we're going to mention that one last. Okay, no, we're going to mention it now. With the success card flying onto the ground, it might feel like recently your amount of success that you've been naturally gifted or just are naturally meant to go after and achieve has been starting to get away from you. Or it might feel like that at the beginning of the month, but then as you move forward throughout the month, trickle forward, overcome obstacles and just accomplish what you need to, you're going to find that this is a month where you achieve so much success in your own way, not the way others would perceive it being possible or want you to achieve it, but Pisces way. And it leaves you feeling so accomplished, other people being a bit shocked and maybe not fully approving of the process once again, how you got there, but you succeeded. And it's leading you to more money. I'm seeing a bonus, more commission for some of you, more clientele, more business in general. And don't allow yourself to second guess that this wasn't meant for you, all right? You are attracted to this reading, excuse me, guided to this video, and therefore you're going to achieve a lot of success this month, leading you to a bunch of income, all right? And we're moving on to fear, okay? So it's a month where there is a little bit of fear for one reason or another that you won't be able to get to where you want to go if you're looking for a promotion, a new job, to move to a new department in your current business that you're working at, fearing that you won't achieve the level of success you deserve within your business if that's what you do for work, fearing that you won't get a specific position in general. I don't know why that came up again in a different form. Either way, there's a push from Spirit in the universe and even others, maybe a friend, to release that fear, okay? There may be a level of fear and worry and stress within the environment you're working in or even living in, or both. You may find that someone needs to relax because they're not helping you manifest what you desire, but somehow you do, just in a peaceful sort of Pisces way, accomplish what you need to. It's like, don't underestimate me. I got this. I'm hearing that's come up in your reading many times before. Struggle. Anyways, so surrender to the success you're meant to achieve at this time. Surrender to the difficulties as well and allow, and I don't mean allow them to get the best of you. I mean, just kind of don't try to control the environment or other people around you. Just try to overcome them and move past them, swim around them, basically. A reminder once again, you are a an earth sign. Interesting. I was meaning to say water sign, but they kept pushing me to say earth sign. You might have heavy earth in your chart or be dealing with one, or an air sign. Either way, you're going to find that there's a true push to release a sense of control at this time so that you can gain control in the right way. Does that make sense? Is once you release that beautiful Piscean grip as a struggle, you're going to find that things start to fall into place a little bit easier and the success feels natural more so, even more so than it already was, and the money comes to you quite easily. All right. And therefore, you can just afford to pay your bills, make a change if need be, and just feel comfortable and treat oneself and those you love all the meanwhile. But with the peace card, it's a month where you're prioritizing your peace. There's a reason why I began this reading and barely even pulled cards. I started speaking upon your calm, cool, and collected nature and how to maintain that, or just to maintain it in general. You are prioritizing your peace at this time, maybe in an environment where it's hard to do so, or multiple. It just feels like you know you can accomplish what you need to without over stressing or over complicating it or doing it other people's way once again. It just feels like you know what you're doing, and other people almost don't want to admit that or feel as if you should be adding more to the equation to get there. It's like, no. Some of you, this has come up in your readings before, to that you're trying to work smarter, not harder, and it doesn't really fly with certain energies or people you're wrapped up with. It could be a boss figure or, yeah, it just feels like you just need to keep doing things the way you know works. Okay, let's see here. We've got Judgment, the Moon, Hierophant, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Wands. As I space these out, that's a hefty beginning to the base of the reading or the center of the reading. You're going to find that you have a lot going on, a lot of work to accomplish, but you're doing so in a natural, sort of peaceful way. Once again, it doesn't feel as heavy as it should, even though you are a bit wounded, especially towards the end of the month. And by that I mean feeling like the wounded warrior, feeling a bit depleted, burnt out, overworked to an extent. You might work a job where the hours or the amount of workload or just the amount you need to accomplish is just too much, okay? But you do it with grace. You just kind of, maybe it's because you don't fully care as much as other people, and therefore that's their downfall. Or it could be vice versa, where you care too much, and that's why you feel like this wounded warrior. It feels like some Pisces aren't fully connected to their passion, but know how to make that money and be successful at what they do. There is a continuous truck trying to back up, probably trying to clear the snow outside, but it's a reminder not to back it up while people around you in the distance kind of wants you to back it up or stay where you're at once again. I don't see that happening for very long, if it, or in general, okay? Bear with me. Interestingly enough, the way I laid these cards out, I was told to reverse them, and now I'm working on them in the reverse order. You might feel like things are just reversed and then reversed again and shuffled, and things just feel a little bit chaotic or just not in order. But that's a proper time to mention the Hierophant card. I heard that's proper placement. Okay, you're being pushed to accept change. All right, to accept that your career, you are still blossoming. Your finances are improving throughout the month, and just to keep swimming, just to keep doing you, and just to keep that peaceful, happy, content wave about you. That's part of why you're succeeding. People are drawn to your energy and your work, your way of working. I almost said work ethic, but I feel like at times, yeah, it's your work ethic, but it's at times your way of just doing things in a very, I got this kind of attitude. It's like I don't need to force it. You may feel like you have to, so be it. I'm trying to surrender throughout the month, but I'm going to just accept change. You might feel as if you need to switch up your job altogether or invest in a new living situation or maybe a new car, something of the sort, to see things be a lot less expensive or just more peaceful or just a lot easier for you to get to that success. It's like I shouldn't have to feel as if I have to overcomplicate it or deal with a toxic environment or toxic energies. But with the Moon card, feeling as if you're a bit emotional at times. People just don't know how to be quiet as well, I feel they need to say, in your work environment. And if you work from home and those are combined, Ugh, that's a lot of stress because you almost feel like you can't escape it. Or and if you have to, um, you shouldn't have to, is the point. There is a level of you drowning in your work at certain points where you need to balance out your yin and your yang, balance things out in general. You might find like you don't have, find that you don't have a lot of time to spend with friends, family, or just a significant other. Wow, excuse me. You're going to struggle at certain points because of the environment or multiple environments. Judgment. I need to be honest with oneself as well. You may feel the inclination to be very, very honest with somebody or multiple people. It could be a boss figure, someone you're working for. Once again, it could be somebody that you're leading. You know, you could be a boss figure, and therefore you have to sort of step up and just be the honesty in that situation, lead the way to improve something, prove a level of work ethic. But it feels like you also may just want to release an old version of you, an old job for some, to release that fear at the very least that things aren't going to work out for you. But you have to understand that if you don't see the potential to exceed your own potential, your own way of being within. Does that make sense? Okay, that was not perfectly put, and that's going to happen to you, but I feel like you'll get to the point or you'll get to the success you need to either way. If you feel like you can't exceed your own potential within, right? There's no potential to grow anymore or never has been in that job or that situation, then it's not going to be a place you can stick with for very long. All right. I don't know if this is the month to fully change that for you. It might be, but it feels like you're a bit stuck with the hanged man or woman, and you need to adjust your perspective on what needs to be released. You might find that you're being very honest with customers and clientele as well, going back to that judgment card, and feeling like you're a bit emotional in that situation that you need to adjust your perspective on, or feeling like you're a bit stuck. Okay. I just heard you don't know what you're doing, and I feel like somebody might say that to you, or you might say that to somebody else. I would tread carefully. At times, wanting to be honest but needing to hold back to keep a level of maturity or simplicity, peace, or just professionalism. With the Eight of Cups, um, adjust your expectations as well, because again, you can't really control other people or a situation to that extent. There's a push to go after what you deserve, a level of happiness. All right, it feels like toxicity or just a level of feistiness, um, unrealistic expectations for some of you. To release what no longer works, once again, isn't aligned with you, as you have to understand you're continuously changing and evolving. So just breathe and prepare for or walk towards what you know is going to make you feel happier, more content inside. And do recognize once again your world is changing with this circle. Completion is a must. And some people again want you to sort of go in the opposite direction and um, reverse things or just stay stagnant. But I don't see that being something you're going to be content with throughout the month and moving forward in general if you have been previously. All right. To accept change once again and realize that even in the midst, especially at the end of the month, when you're feeling a bit depleted once again, a bit burnt out, it has a lot to do with how much you're working, right? How much you're succeeding. But all the meanwhile, you're reminded that you're elevating, okay? Or certain changes moving forward will help you elevate, as there could be a little bit of anxiety in the month. But this gives me the same feeling as the judgment card, where in a fun, sort of creative, sort of water sign way, just throw it up in the air, all right? Enjoy yourself. Take those worries, those stresses, and even the energy you're picking up on if you're empathic, and release it, all right? Try to view things in a colorful manner, excuse me, and embrace the ups and downs. It's the best you can do until you get to where you want to be. The Queen of Cups. I just heard if you're running a business, you're so damn successful. Do understand that. We have the Queen of Cups at the top of your reading, and you feel as if you're very emotional, but this definitely coincides with the message I've been saying overall. Putting your hands up, all right? Allowing yourself to just release that control, but also to an extent, release that certain emotions, that fear, and just say, you know what, whatever happens, happens, all right? To just say that this is maybe the way it's meant to be so that I can move to something bigger and better, or I can just make an improvement within, or I can just accept and allow other people to accept that I am the epitome of success. Wow. Just wow. And with the Four of Pentacles at the base of the reading, you're finding there's a focus on your savings. Buckling down as to how much you're saving, thinking about how much you have, maybe rebudgeting to a certain extent to adjust to a change, or it just feels like you're realizing you shouldn't maybe spend all the money coming in as quickly as you maybe have in the past, or you just feel as if you have to be strategic, maybe to invest in a new apartment or car once again. But either way, it just feels like if there's that inclination again on a completely different note from time to time throughout the month to want to tighten that grip, just try not to. Okay? I believe in you. You should believe in yourself, is what's coming through. The Hermit card. This one's in the base of your reading, and I feel like truly there's a sense of wanting to spend time alone throughout the month, or you were pushed to do so, where you'll get answers, right? Downloads, clarification on how to move forward, a chance to re-enhance that glow, or just maintain it, to implement self-care, to figure out what you truly want moving forward, because it may feel like in your work environment or even in your living situation, it's kind of hard with all the judgments, opinions, voices, to criticism is what I'm hearing, to figure out what you truly want, or just to trust in what you hear within that higher voice, that intuition. And so your hermit mode will come in handy. All right. So trust that push, even if it's your own push. With the Five of Wands, there's a level of chaos. It might have felt like up until this point, there's a bit of a never ending battle, or you might be dealing with certain confrontations within one or both of those situations. Don't overwork yourself, but also don't overthink. All right. Allow yourself to rest when you have the opportunity, when you're granted that chance to replenish oneself, if you will. And all the meanwhile, with the Knight of Wands, keep marching to the beat of your own drum. Keep doing it your way. Keep that passion alive. Keep it peaceful, of course. I know you will. And just remember that this is a month where you're leading yourself to a balancing act, sure, but you're leading yourself to a lot of success, which leads you to more and more money. Boom. All right. To be a Pisces. Let's finish this up by pulling a message or two from the Making Magic deck, the small one. For Pisces, Labyrinth, transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. Wow, beautiful, absolutely. In a peaceful manner, raising that vibration back up or keeping it there and showing people how it's done in that sense. Being the light in a situation, it feels like. I just heard you're funny. Safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. Maybe more relevant to just your individual path, but it could be if you're traveling to and from work or planning to go on a trip somewhere, all right? Even if it's not this month, that reminder will come through. Ooh, love charm. Love for your future when it comes to your money and career, but could be somebody wanting to treat you or vice versa. Philosopher's Stone, talking about powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. And little luxuries. Treat yourself this month. You owe it to you, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. To book a personal reading, once again, you'll see the options down below. Just reach out via email. I hope you have an amazing month. Excuse me as I struggle. We're sending you so much love and light, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Pisces.